Buzz duct accessories, sleeves and seal boots. Introduction. Many specifications call for conductors to be sleeved or coated with an insulating compound. Seal boots are installed in the run of the conductor wherever they stand exposed, such as at bolted joints, expansion joints, and terminations. In many designs, where the conductor insulation is an integral part of the overall basic insulation level of the enclosed bus, the design of the seal boot assumes more importance. The thickness, as well as the overlap with the insulated bus bar, must be carefully considered. The thickness and overlap increase, with an increase in the rated voltage and basic insulation level. Sleeves. Sleeving of bus bars has been practiced in low voltage applications, less than 1100 volts, in switchgear panels and bus ducts. Since the recommended air clearances and creepage distances are quite small in low voltage equipment, sleeving is an excellent backup for an inadvertent weakening of insulation due to the ingress of dust, moisture, and vermin. Sleeves are recommended only on flat and round stroke tubular conductors. Heat shrinkable sleeves have been used for insulating conductors in medium voltage panels for decades. Space inside a switchgear panel is always at a premium. Due to various components and negotiation of conductor inside the panel, the electrical field is heavily distorted. Despite having the recommended air clearances, the sleeves effectively provide the necessary comfort. One major problem associated with heat shrinking of sleeves is that it may not be free of voids, even when covering a straight flat or round conductor. It is very difficult to have a void-free sleeving on bus bar that has a bent profile since the sleeve shrinks to the least dimension. A shrunk sleeve is stressed on its surface. A minor flaw or a sharp corner on the surface of the conductor can develop into a major defect in sleeving during assembly. It is advisable to have sleeved conductors clamped, instead of bolted, to the support insulator to fully derive additional safety provided by sleeves. Bolted joints must have coordinated boots that are fit for purpose. The thermal class of insulting sleeve should be minimum class B, which more than meets the specified maximum hotspot temperature of the conductor in an enclosed bus. Seal boots. An enclosed bus connection comprises several sections that are assembled at site. The conductors are bolted to form a continuous connection between the two ends. The joints can be broadly categorized as bolted joints, expansion/flexible joints, and end terminations. Each of these has specific bolting schedules, sizes, and shapes. Terminations interface with the customer's equipment. Consequently, the shape and size of the seal boot at each of these locations not only depends upon the joint but also upon the rated voltage. There are several varieties of seal boots in one single connection. Most enclosed manufacturers, therefore, have an in-house facility for the manufacture of the seal boots. A hollow metallic mold of steel or aluminium of appropriate dimension is made depending upon the shape and size of the joint. It is filled with sand and sealed. Sand helps in storing energy when the mold is heated. The mold is heated to a designated temperature and then dipped in a bath of plastisol for a predetermined time and taken out. Excess plastisol drips back into the bath. A gel coat is formed and solidifies on the surface of the mold. The mold along with the coat is cured in an oven at a specified temperature and duration of time. The thickness of the coat is controlled by the time duration of the dip. After curing, the mold is taken out and sliced at a pre-designed location to remove the seal boot. The design of the mold, the process temperature, and time duration depend upon the shape and size of the seal boot. The design of the mold and process parameters are developed in-house by manufacturers depending upon the product shape and size. Plastisols are a generic name for polyvinyl chloride particles that are evenly dispersed in plasticizers. When it is heated, the polyvinyl chloride particles and the gel fuse together and form a tough plastic film. The thermal class of insulation of the seal boot should be the same as that of the conductor insulation. Seal boots must be custom designed for a joint and termination configuration. Thank you. For a comprehensive understanding of the theory and practices of busbar systems, it is advisable to read the book An Introduction to Busbar Systems, where contents are organized in a sequence for ease of reading and facilitates cross-reference. Please procure a copy of the book with a requisition to Bala at busbarsystems.net.